Most Etsy sellers believe that the search algorithm works like a simple matchmaker. A buyer types in a keyword, and Etsy shows listings that contain those same keywords. But that's only the surface layer. In reality, Etsy's algorithm functions more like a living ecosystem. It's constantly learning, adapting, and growing based on how shoppers behave and how listings perform. Every click, every sale, and every positive review helps Etsy understand not just what a shopper wants, but which listings are most likely to make that shopper happy. So today, we are going to take a walk through the Etsy forest, a visual way to understand how keywords, personalization, and engagement all work together to determine search ranking. For those who are new here, my name is Starla Moore, founder of the Handmade Alpha Academy for Etsy sellers and manager at erank.com, Etsy's most popular SEO tool. And if you've ever wondered how Etsy's algorithm works, or if the techie side of Etsy SEO has you confused, today's lesson is for you. In the dense forest of Etsy, let's pretend that every listing on Etsy starts as a tiny seed. When you create a listing and add keywords to your tags and titles, you are essentially planting that seed in Etsy's search soil. Your title and tags are what tell Etsy where that seed should grow, which search gardens or keyword categories it belongs to. The more specific and accurate your keywords are, the more likely your seed lands in the right spot, where it has a chance to sprout when shoppers search for that phrase. And as any good gardener will know, good soil makes all the difference. Your listing's soil is made up of data. Things like your attributes, titles, and descriptions are all like the nutrients that help your little seed to break through its shell. When these elements are filled out accurately, Etsy's algorithm can understand your product in context. And this context helps Etsy match your listings not just to any shopper, but the right shopper, the one most likely to click, favorite, and buy. If your soil lacks nutrients, your seed might sprout in the wrong patch of forest, where it may find itself surrounded by the wrong audience. Once your listing sprouts, like any new bloom, it needs sunlight and water to grow. In this example, think of water like traffic, and the engagement that follows, such as favorites, purchases, and positive reviews, is the sunlight that your little sprout needs to grow. Etsy measures these interactions as indicators of trust and relevance. Listings that receive steady sunlight and water are seen as healthy, and the algorithm rewards them by showing them higher in search results. Now, obviously on Etsy, you aren't the only item listed on a search page. In the vast Etsy forest, you're just one little sprout competing alongside lots of other sprouts, all of which are competing for sun and water. And while each listing grows at its own pace, only the tallest ones can reach above the canopy, where shoppers can more easily see them. So just having good soil or a well-filled out listing and good SEO, that isn't enough. Your sprout needs good soil, but it also needs sunlight and water to compete. When your listing earns consistent sales and positive feedback, it grows taller and breaks through the canopy, becoming more visible. Listings that stay small, maybe because they're new or because engagement is low, remain in the shade, hidden beneath the taller competitors. The good news though, with every sale, every favorite, and every satisfied customers, your listing climbs higher towards the light, becoming more and more visible over time. What sellers often forget is that just like a root system, your listings are connected underground. Your shop's overall reputation, for example, providing on-time shipping, overall customer satisfaction, response time, and reviews, all act as the root system that supports everything that you grow. Healthy roots help every listing in your shop grow stronger, but if one area suffers, like late shipping or negative reviews, that damage can weaken the entire network of roots, damaging trust and causing your plant to fall over. Even the tallest and healthiest sprout can fall if it's suddenly hit with a flood of bad reviews that damage its essential roots of trust. Now, between our seed, our soil, sun, and water, we have a great start to our sprout. And by this point, everyone's sprout will look a bit different depending on factors that make your sprouts unique. Your unique soil and the amount of water and sun your sprout receives is what makes it different from all the other sprouts. Now you just need to make sure that your sprout is discovered by the type of shopper who is most likely to pick it. Peeking above the canopy of unique plants, you'll find the most important part of any Etsy garden: the shoppers. Every shopper on Etsy is their own gardener, drawn to different plants. Some prefer bright, colorful flowers that smell sweet. Others are drawn to muted ferns, rare mushrooms, or dark, moody blooms. When a shopper searches for something, Etsy doesn't just show them every plant in the forest. Instead, it looks at what kinds of plants they've admired before, what they've clicked on, favorited, or bought, and then tailors their view of the forest to match their personal taste. Susan may only see a forest of lush green ferns, whereas Bob may see bright and vivid pink and red blooms. Even if two people type in the exact same search term or look in the exact same forest, they'll each walk through a different garden path, seeing the types of listings that Etsy believes they are most likely to love. Etsy's personalization isn't just about finding products that fit a keyword, it's about matching each shopper to the style, scent, and color palette that fits them. When you see a beautiful bloom in a meadow, you may admire that bloom without ever considering how it grew to be so big. Sometimes we see listings on Etsy that are similar to our own, but that have way more sales, and we can't figure out why. And often, it's the unseen helpers who make this bloom grow so big, or help this listing to get so many sales. Outside of Etsy, there are pollinators, visitors that carry new attention into your forest. If a bee discovers your bloom, it may go back to the hive to tell all of its friends. Like little external marketers for your flower. Social media posts, Pinterest pins, and email marketing all act like bees, spreading awareness to your flower. When these pollinators bring visitors to your listings who buy, Etsy notices that external traffic and interprets it as signals of popularity, helping your listings to grow even faster. Lastly, the growth of any sprout or bloom is reliant on the seasons. Etsy's traffic changes and fluctuates, just like the weather patterns of a forest. New updates, policy shifts, and buyer behavior trends can bring springtime growth or autumn slowdowns. But here's the key. Listings with strong roots, steady engagement, and consistent care survive every season. They might lose a few leaves during the updates, but they'll keep growing back stronger with time. So next time someone tells you Etsy's algorithm is just about keywords, remember, it's not a dictionary. It's a living ecosystem that learns, adapts, and rewards what thrives. Your keywords plant the seed, but how you nurture it through quality listings, strong branding, customer care, and external engagement determines how tall your listing grows. Keep your soil healthy, your roots strong, and your forest will keep flourishing. And hey, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to thank my patrons down in the comments. Through their support, I'm about to create some awesome educational content like this without the need for paid sponsorships in my videos. And if you're interested in becoming a patron, there are awesome monthly incentives waiting for you inside the official Handmade Alpha Patreon, including marketing templates, shop critique opportunities, my monthly trends digest, and so much more. So check it out in the link below and right here somewhere. Until next time, Pookie.